Doesn't look like I was left with a whole lot of space. Does everybody have everything in place that they need? We haven't left anybody in the dust out in the back. Okay. I think it would be appropriate for me to start today, first of all, by thanking all of you for being here. I'm quite astonished at the numbers that are here. I'm glad to see that. I want to thank you again for your time and your support. I also want to extend a special thanks to the White Pine County Sheriff's Office for their kindness and consideration in allowing all of us to be here today. Special thanks goes out to Sheriff Dan Watts in regards to that. He's been very supportive and continues to be very supportive in all of our efforts. As I mentioned yesterday in a brief press release, the West Valley City Police Department is here in Ely, Nevada and the surrounding area following up on information in regards to the missing person investigation involving Susan Powell. Susan Powell was reported missing from West Valley City on December 7th, 2009. Today we are here with a small team of detectives from West Valley City Police Department to conduct that follow-up and further investigate that information that we have received. The information is very limited that I'm able to disseminate to the public, as you are very well aware. It has been from the beginning of this investigation. At this time, I would like to request that we refrain from asking any questions at the end of my comments today. As you all are aware, I'm very limited on the ability to be able to respond to those questions due to the secrecy order that has been put in place by the courts. What will be allowed today is we will be able to allow the media to follow the detectives as they are out conducting their follow-up. Part of that follow-up is going to include searches, and those detectives are actively conducting those searches at this point. With that being said, I would like to also ask that we be conscious and aware of the surroundings while we are out here. This is unfamiliar territory to most of us, and I would ask that you be very cautious and be aware of what you are doing, where you're standing, and follow the directions and guidance that is going to be provided. I will have some assistance from the White Pine County Sheriff's Office as well as the representatives from the BLM to help keep us in a steady line so that we don't fall far from the path. We don't want anybody to be injured today. So with that being said, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and make my way back to my quarters for just a brief moment. I'm going to need to change my clothes. I don't want to get too dirty today. But once again, thank you all for being here. Those of you that do want to accompany us out to those locations where the searches are going to be conducted, we would like for you to just be patient with us, and we will be heading out there within probably 15 or 20 minutes.
But you're not going to say what you're here for?
We are here to follow up on investigative information that has led us to this area in direct relationship to the Susan Powell missing person investigation.
But what is that? What are you here for? I mean, are you looking for evidence? Are you looking for a body? Are you looking for, was Josh Powell here?
The specifics, as you're all very well aware, I'm not able to discuss in any detail at all. We are here because the investigation has led us to this area, and we are going to follow up on that information at this time.
Are you so public now?
And how many different locations are going to be searched?
There are several areas that are going to be searched, and those areas are going to be within a very simple driving distance from this location that we're at this point.
So,
Is it in town? Is it
It's outside of town.
and how many officers are here today from West Valley?
There are 5 officers, including myself here, so we have a total of 4 detectives that are in the field at this point, and we're going to be going, I will be heading out there, and those that are willing and wanting to accompany us to that location, the initial location, are welcome to join and follow us out there.
Mike, why did you bring us out here this time when the first investigation, it was stealth, very secretive, and now you're revealing this location?
That's a very good question. I think the best way for me to answer that is we felt it was important for us to try and involve, to the extent that we're able to, the media in the process. This has been a very long and active ongoing investigation for quite some time, obviously December of 2009. And we're in August of 2011 at this point. And the investigation is still very active. Detectives are still following up on information, and they are still actively investigating this case. This is still a very active case.
Mike, how long do you plan to search? You plan to search until you know what you're looking for, or are you just going to do a one-day search and then find something great?
Our time out here directly depends on whatever results of the follow-up. So I wouldn't be able to say if it's going to take us 1 day, 2 days, 10 days. I don't know the answer to that.
Are you looking for something specific?
I think with any investigation, we're always looking for specific things. So what specifically we are looking for, obviously that's going to be a detail very specific to the investigation.
Was this a tip, or was this something that detectives generated on their own?
I'm not able to comment or to address that specific question. Obviously, the details, once again, that are specific to the investigation, I'm not able to address. Obviously, we are still actively working and investigating this case, and we would like to continue to encourage the public to continue to call in with additional information and to continue to provide us with the information that they have to up to this point.
Are you doing this to rattle Josh Powell's cage up in Washington?
If I could go ahead and just take a few more moments, I'm going to go ahead and make my way to an area where I can change into something that I'm going to be able to utilize a little bit more successfully out in the field. I'm going to try not to take this uniform out there. It'll be a little bit tough for me.
So is this the first time you've been here, or have they been here and now they're narrowing the focus?
This is the first time we've been here to conduct a full investigation. And let me rephrase it. This is the first time we've been here to follow up on information that has led us out here.
So detectives have been out here before then?
Detectives have made a preemptive drive out here to see what it was that we may be looking at in the event that we did come out here. That is correct.
Mike,
How long ago was that?
was it a conversation that brought you out here, or was it a specific piece of information that they found?
Marcos, I'm not able to comment on the specifics of where that information came from or any more details in regards to it, but the information that detectives have indicated has led them to this area, and it's something that they felt strongly enough that we needed to follow up on and to further investigate. That is the reason why we are here today, to be able to conduct that search and to follow up on that particular aspect of the information that's been provided.
Is more credible or more significant than any other lead you've had?
I wouldn't be able to answer that. I don't know the actual answer to that. What I do know is, and I've repeated it a few times, is that we are here to continue on with the active investigation, and we do have information that has led us out here. We will be conducting searches, and we will also be following up on that information that we have received. So with that being said, at this point, I am going to dismiss myself over to another location where I can change. I will be back here in probably tan pants and a blue shirt that you can identify me on. I'm not going to change my facial appearance. But I will be back here in probably 10-15 minutes, and those of you that do want to make the way out there to where the detectives are at conducting the searches at this point, you're more than welcome to accompany.
Just quickly, how many detectives did you say were out here? I didn't.
There are 4 detectives out here today. 4. Correct.
Including you 5?
5 total.
5.
Thank you.